Hello, good morning everybody. I am Dr. Padmavati Rao, Department of Botany, J.M. Patel College, Bandara. Today I would like to deliver a lecture on structural changes in chromosome. This topic is included in BSc 4th semester, paper 2. Let's start now. Chromosomal aberration is a type of mutation. Before going to discuss about it, we should know the definition of mutation. Mutation is a sudden heritable drastic change in chromosomal DNA. As is well known, mutations occurring in natural populations as well as those induced consist of genetic alterations ranging from single base substitution in DNA to gross changes in chromosome number and structure. Generally, mutations bring a change in genetic message of the living organisms. The term mutation was coined by Hugo de Vries in 1901. First, he observed a sudden change in the flower color of Oenothera lamarckiana. For this change, he had given the name mutation, and the product was mutant. This is the Oenothera lamarckiana wild flower, and the second one is the mutant colored one. Now let us discuss about chromosomal mutations. The change in chromosomal number and structure provides a change in genetic information. Such changes are called as chromosomal mutations or chromosomal aberrations. Generally, the total number of chromosomes and their shape, size and structure is constant for a particular organism. For example, in human being, the total number of chromosomes are 46. In maize, 20. In Drosophila, 8, like that. These are of two types, numerical aberrations and structural aberrations. If any change in number of chromosomes in the genome of an organism, then it is called as a numerical aberration. Examples of numerical aberrations are polyploids and aneuploids. We are going to discuss about the second type, structural chromosomal aberrations. Any change in the structure of the chromosome is known as structural aberration. Structural aberrations are classified into two types depending upon their origin: intrachromosomal aberrations and interchromosomal aberrations. Intrachromosomal aberrations means the change occurring within the homologous pairs of chromosomes. That means a pair of chromosomes are involved for creating structural changes. These are of three types: deficiencies, duplications and inversions. The second type of chromosomal aberration is interchromosomal aberrations, in which non-homologous pairs of chromosomes are involved. That means 4 chromosomes are involved for creating structural changes. Now let us discuss about these abnormalities one by one. The first one is deficiencies. The deficiency is the deletion of a chromosomal segment resulting in the loss of genes. Depending upon the length of the lost segment, the genes lost may vary from a single gene to a block of several genes. The loss of chromosomal segment occurs when a portion of chromosome gets detached due to certain reasons. Certain reasons means some external agents like radiations or chemical agents may be responsible for the breakage of these chromosomes. And the last segment does not survive because it lacks the centromere. Means the chromosome becomes functionless if the centromere is absent. The portion of the chromosome carrying the centromere functions as a genetically deficient chromosome. Generally, these deficiencies are of two types: terminal deficiencies and interstitial deficiencies or deletions. Terminal deletion refers to the loss of a segment from one or the other end of the chromosome. The eccentric part of the chromosome is unable to survive and causes terminal deficiencies or deletions. Therefore, the terminal deletion occurs by a single break in the chromosome, any terminal portion. See here, the terminal portion having the gene D is deleted and it becomes lost. This is the terminal type of deletions. And the second one is intercalary or interstitial deletions. It involves the loss of an intercalary segment of the chromosome with the reunion of terminal segments. See here, the middle part having the B and C genes is lost, and again A and D reunite. This reunited small chromosome is a deficient for B and C genes. Therefore, the intercalary deletion is caused by two breaks and the reunion of terminal parts. Now discussing about the behavior of deletion chromosome. In heterozygous condition, both terminal as well as the intercalary deficiencies can be observed during Packetin stage of the meiosis. When an intercalary part of the normal chromosome is missing, the loop-like projection is formed by the part of the normal chromosome. See here, it is a loop-like projection which is formed from the normal chromosome, which corresponds to the missing part of the deletion chromosome. Example is Cry-Due-Cat syndrome. In human, deletion of a small piece of chromosome 5th results in Cry-Due-Cat syndrome. These syndromes are mentally retarded, their head is small, and they cry just like cat. And the next abnormality is duplications. The presence of some block of genes more than once in a haploid complement is known as duplication. See here, this small part is duplicated in the second chromosome. Actually, the deleted portion of first chromosome might get attached to the other chromosome of the homologous pair, so that the genes are repeated in the second chromosome. During synapsis, a loop is formed in the abnormal chromosome, whereas in the deficiencies, the loop is formed in the normal chromosome. Duplications generally play an important role in evolution of new species. Example is appearance of bar eye character in Drosophila. In Drosophila, if the genes are duplicated or repeated, the shape of the eye is also changed. See here, this is the normal eye having two genes, and the mutant form, otherwise called as bar eye mutant. In these three genes are seen. In double bar condition, 4 genes. Means a repetition of genes leads to the formation of a morphological change in the eye of Drosophila. This is the best example for duplications. Next one is inversions. A segment of the chromosome becomes changed by rotation at 180 degrees is called inversion. The order of the genes in it are inverted. Inversions arises by the formation of loops on a chromosome. See here, it is a loop. Break may occur at the point of inversion of the loop. This is a small break occurring at the point of inversion. Reunion of broken ends takes place in a new combination of genes. See here, after the reunion of broken ends, it forms a complete chromosome, but the genes are reversely arranged in a particular piece of chromosome. Generally, these are two types depending upon the position of the centromere: paracentric and pericentric inversions. In pericentric inversions, the inverted segment contains the centromere. See here, this is the inverted loop-like structure where the centromere is present. Then it is called as pericentric inversions. In these pericentric inversions, one break on either side of the chromosome occurs. Example for these pericentric inversions is variegated eye in Drosophila. In normal species, the eye is red or white in color, but due to the rearrangement of the genes, the eye becomes variegated. That means white and red patches are seen on the eye of the Drosophila. See here, this is the variegated eye. This one is normal one. The next one is paracentric inversions. In this type of inversions, the centromere is present outside the inverted region. See here, in this diagram, the centromere is present outside the inverted region. A single crossover in the inverted region will result into formation of a dicentric chromosome and an eccentric chromosome. This one is dicentric chromosome. That means chromosome having two centromeres, and this one is the eccentric chromosome. It is not able to move any direction. That's why it will lost during cell division. The dicentric chromosome form a bridge during anaphase one stage. That means the breakage fusion bridge cycle. This is very common in maize. In telophase stage, three types of gametes are produced. Some gametes having the inverted genes and some chromosomes are normal. Some gametes having the normal chromosomes and some are having the deficiencies, duplications like that. And the next one is translocations. The transfer of a segment of one chromosome to non-homologous chromosome is known as translocation. More frequently, the translocations are reciprocal. That means exchange of parts between the non-homologous chromosomes. See here, these are the 4 chromosomes. First 2 are one homologous chromosome pair and the second one is second pair of chromosomes. Here the exchange takes place between the non-homologous chromosomes. Reciprocal translocations are of 2 types. Homozygous translocations and heterozygous translocations. Homozygous reciprocal translocations in which the homologous chromosomes exchange parts with the 2 homologous of another pair. These translocations have no genetic significance because they are simply exchange their segments. Heterozygous reciprocal translocations in which only one member of each of the 2 homologous pairs exchange their parts. Means only one from each pair are involved for the exchange of chromosomes. The 2 normal and the 2 interchanged chromosomes paired to form cross-shaped configuration at Baccatin stage of the meiosis. This is the cross-shaped configuration. The occurrence of crossing over and chiasma formation in each arm of the quadrivalent results in the formation of a ring of 4 chromosomes or quadrivalent at diakinesis and metaphase 1. This is the ring of 4 chromosomes. Ring of 4 chromosomes and cross-shaped configuration both are the identification for the heterozygous reciprocal translocations. Example is maize. And in the case of Oenothera, complex type of translocations were observed because all the 12 chromosomes are involved for the formation of a ring. Such type of translocation is a complex type of translocation. The next is significance of chromosomal aberrations. Generally, deletions or deficiencies are more deleterious compared to that of the other abnormalities. But small deletions behave as a recessive and they are useful for the construction of chromosome maps or linkage groups, or they may be useful for the identification of genes. And the second one is duplications. Duplications convert lethal mutations into tolerable ones. Suppose if normal gene is mutated, the extra gene can express it. And third one is duplications, inversions and translocations. All have a major role in evolution of new species and the production of superior desirable mutants in agriculture, horticulture and floriculture. That means they are very much useful in modern mutation breeding. And the next, they are useful for production of disease resistant varieties, and also we can get drought resistant varieties. See here, all these are the some of the examples of mutants having the desirable characters, that is seedless watermelons, seedless oranges, and flower colored mutants, high yielding varieties of tomatoes, etc. Now I conclude my topic. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.